Hi, chat. I'm gonna switch on Uber. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing right now. Hi. So if you guys know this fate, you know it hurts. So I got a friend over here. Say hi, friend.
Hi. I am friend.
Who, I was like, hey, go to this thing real quick, right? And, guess who fucking died to it real fast? That guy. So, yeah, Neo fucking died to it. Am I dealing with an earthquake? What the fuck? No. So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. We have this many people here. We're not gonna win unless we have 100 plus people. But listen, if we wanna attempt to just to smack it, shrug, right? Right, Neo?
Right.
So the thing is that I'm gonna poke it because I kind of need the pity like item that they're gonna give me, so then I can finally finish the one outfit I'm trying to get. Never seen this before. This one is one of the hardest. Kid you not, one of the hardest fates in Shadowbringers for sure. If not, it is the hardest fate because one in specifically in Adamantoise, this dude never fucking spawns unless it's 6 in the morning. He literally very rarely spawns during an actual daytime in the US. But yes, this one never spawns when people are normally online. But yes, my lovelies, my community, my friends, please, I beg of you, if you guys can come help with this, that would be appreciated. Like, listen, if you guys want to watch us die, this is the actual, like, watch us die moment. I'm just gonna be for real. Sounding the call, I can taxi. Yeah, I had to taxi Neo because I realized, hey, Neo doesn't know how to fly here yet. Smiles. Neo can't fly here yet. So, that's why it took me a little bit of time to get on stream because I was flying him over here, and then I told him to go kill himself over here. I told him to go kill himself over here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go to my actual live channel, by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, that's my noise in Discord if you ever want to know. So we got Asahi.
Yeah, I noticed.
Hello. I am so ungodly for real with you, by the way. That's certainly a noise. It's my scream. Something like that. Right? It's the Oka Bean scream. But I can't join in because if I have a PS5 and my computer on, I'm gonna trip a breaker. So turn one of them off. Have you considered that, Miles? And more specifically, the one that's not gonna let you get onto Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe that is the one you should turn off. Like this one's time sensitive. Whatever you're doing can wait, you know?
That's a crazy statement.
Smiles. But stream coin? I'm just saying. If you want to see one of the genuine hardest freaking fights, it's this one. I'm telling you, it's this one. I have church class in about 15 minutes. I don't think you should have any of those things on then if you have class. But stream coin, my gardenia. Hi, Niklia. So guys, this is not gonna end well. Zoom, call, smile. Okay. So that doesn't change anything. You need to turn one of them off. So turn one of them off. There's 15 minutes on this fate. You can do it. Let this be known that Oka will encourage bad behavior at all times. Oh yeah, hold on, yeah. Let's get our chocobos up. Look at all our chocobos. Eating raid food too is crazy.
That's wild, actually.
Can Nuclea not join? Nuclea, join the group. Join the puff. The puffle. So we're gonna die. I'm being real with you. 100+ people doing this at 20 minutes was the only way we were able to probably get this. Alrighty. Full time when? Now. Okay, so we have one blue mage, we have one white mage, 2 white mages, 1 red mage. No, sorry, two white mages, 2 blue mages, 1 samurai, 1 warrior, and a summoner who just joined us right now. By the way, watch your chocos. Stand on the stack, but don't stack with others. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no, we double fucking stacked it! Neo! Why would you res the fucking healer?
Wait, what do you mean?
Did you not res the healer?
Oh, oh.
No, why I'm saying don't res the healer is because I'm the healer. Let me res the main healer.
Well, I saw you were resing, and so I stopped resing.
Someone wait, what? Sorry, is the game fucking with my head again? Where I'm seeing the res marker before I res somebody, and I'm thinking someone res that. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, we believe in the stupidity. I'm just gonna be over here dead, by the way.
I need help.
Nobody
getting up.
No, can you res me maybe, and then that would be a consideration.
Oh, somebody's already getting you.
Yeah, because you've been walking around like a lost chicken.
Okay, maybe, possibly. Hey, there's an S rank here now.
No, there's not.
Hunter's intuition tells me.
It here?
Yeah.
Shout out S rank then. Oh my god. Wait, this is perfect. S rank then this. No, just fall off.
What do you mean this is perfect? Though?
Because we get people. We get people here.
Yeah.
I'm so dead, by the way. Smile.
Okay, where are you?
Huh? Where are you?
I see you. Hi.
Okay. Back off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Oh, why did you want to be?
I tried to help.
Let me die! You were gonna die first. Okay. Let's get you out. Don't step near the guy so you can.
Yeah, no. I'm out. We free.
S rank first. Okay. Let's go to the S rank.
So how did that trigger the S rank here? What's the S rank?
It didn't trigger the S rank. We didn't trigger it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So how does this guy spawn?
See that thread gunning over there at this? Go show it who the real thread is. Hey, if you S ranks want to help with a massive fate.
Not somebody hitting the Joe Mama.
The way that this one spawns is chance when a fully oh yeah, one of the enemies in this area uses an ability called Buccal Cones on the player. So I've seen people literally walk around like the enemies and just trying to get them to like smack you.
Gotcha.
We're gonna just see how well this goes. This is such a random fucking start to the stream. I wasn't expecting me dragging you to that fate to be the reason why this is what's happening.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of fun how that happens, right?
I don't think we're gonna get people. I'm gonna be 110% real with you. Look at the amount of people teleporting. I don't think people are gonna.
Yeah.
There might be people who are teleporting to the Ondo Cup, right?
Maybe.
Because there's a lot of people teleporting over there right now. But we're gonna see. There is quite a handful of people flying over right now. So we'll see. We'll see whether we get anybody for this. Okay, let's. This is a fate in the Tempest. The thing is, it's 7 minutes. We don't have the time to actually start this. Yeah, we have a couple PFs up, and we have quite a bit of people. We don't have the time to finish this. It is It is 7 minutes.
We just gotta go.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Are you kidding? Oh, I'm frozen. I was at the edge and I got frozen.
Is there any? Okay,
Choco's
you're free?
out. Yeah, I'm free. It's a timer thing. It's not a
Well, mine just died.
That's what respawned it after a minute. Be very careful with those stacks. Okay. 95% by the way. It's
Miles.
6 minutes. Dude, there's no way. Careful! Careful for the water! Go! Go west! Go west! Go west! Go west! Go west! Oh, I fucked myself over actually with that. I don't know if I saved you and killed myself. I hope you're happy.
I noticed that.
I hope you're happy.
I'm rosing you. Don't worry. Wait, I don't have line of sight.
I got rest.
Okay.
If you see a water like geyser, you need to run for it. You need to run to it, literally.
Okay.
Spawn your chocobo. I know you should have it by now.
Nope, not yet.
That's wild.
No, actually, I did, but it just was acting like
5 minutes and we're at 88%. There's no way. Even with the amount of chocobos. Look at the amount of chocobos, by the way, is wild.
It's kind of wild, yeah.
Any amount of abilities that will like do additional damage needs to be just done.
Yeah, no, I'm popping my like extra damage abilities as soon as they come up.
I don't think I have the west.
Yep.
God. Oh my God.
I got hit there.
I got fucking hit with I'm frozen. I'm so dead actually, because this damage kills me. I think this damage kills me. I'm at oh thank God somebody helped me. 4 minutes, 80%. There's no way.
Miles.
Hey, anyways, part 2.
What do you mean part 2?
Do you see the enemy on the west side of our...
I do.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep not trying to die. Just keep looking for where he is and then run from that, obviously. Yeah, so this is the reason why I'm not joking. This has taken so fucking long. Go far away from it. This is the sole reason why this is like atrocious to do. Do you see like do you see how many people we have here? Oh my God, no.
I'm stunned speechless, really, genuinely.
It is one of the funniest fucking like fates, genuinely, because it's so horrid of a fate. That chocobo got obliterated. A lot of things got obliterated. Oh, water!
I got rescued. Oh, but I'm gonna die.
Me trying to spam my heals like crazy. I don't think we have enough damage dealers is the problem. Because we're just not doing enough for this. Either way, we just don't have enough for this. If you fall at any point, you have to let me know so then I can come grab you.
There.
At least we get pity rewards. Yep. Sometimes the frog wins. But yeah, it's one of the most absurd fates because you need so many people. This one and the World's Fate in Calusia.
I'm looking at this and I'm just getting flashbacks of Indomitable Will.
Which one's Indomitable Will?
Or Indomitable Virtue. From FF11.
Oh, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fell off.
Oh my God!
I didn't die.
I keep freezing! Oh! We got hit with the
Alright, Nuclear got me. Nuclear got me.
We got hit with the hurricane, dude. Yeah?
I got up here, I tried to stack with somebody and got killed for it.
Remember that you do have a 3-minute or like a 3-second invuln when you're being rezzed. Me trying to do all that I can with no mana. My friend Kitsune. I know Kitsune too. Love Kitsune. Dude, this is. Don't you be yelling at me, Neo, is what Miles said. That was earlier. There's no way. Anyways, kill this fast and not die to the thingy.
Oh, I like it.
I pulled you because you were gonna die.
I was fine.
No, you weren't. Look at the giant thing behind you.
Yeah, I wasn't in that AoE. I was safe.
Dude, I have no MP. There we go. It's okay.
Miles.
GG's,
What do you mean
Rika.
500,000 XP? What do you mean
GG's,
60
Rika.
bicolor gems?
And so, hey, R2 got
wanna see a magic
lady.
trick?
What?
Oh, I can't backflip here.
Here, I got you. Oh, magic trick.
I cry. Oh, that's
What?
very pretty.
Here's the magic trick. It disappeared. This is where you're supposed to just jump off.
All right, jumping.
No! That was funny though. Hold on.
That was a lot
Do
fun.
I have enough? Let's find out. I think it's in. I think I put it in Ray's stuff. Yes. Receive. I think that gave me enough to finish what I was trying to get here.
Nice.
By the way, you can exchange your you can exchange this for. Sorry, I'm trying to think. You can exchange this at Yulmore, is what I'm trying to say.
Not okay.
Yep, I can finish this. I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm done. I never have to do that one again. Goodbye,
Congrats.
horns.
Congrats.
You want to see what I got?
Yes, please. What did you get? Watching stream. The toad suit.
I can now be Frog.
You are now Frog.
I can now be Frog.
Amazing, actually.
So now I can get rid of this frog head in my inventory, actually. I've been needing to do so, but I've been waiting agonizingly to, because I haven't had the opportunity to do the to do that. I keep losing where the hell the summoning bell is. There it is. I keep losing my time regarding when that one spawns. Or that fate spawn, so, huh. Anyways, sorry, chat. That was like the most outrageous start we've had. Genuinely. So sorry about that. Goodbye, Neo.
Before I go.
Oh my god, he's taking over the street! Not kidding, what?
I was gonna say shout out to Eldon for putting your chocobo in the stable. Thanks.
Yeah, hold on. Oh wait, I can't do that. I forgot. I need my chocobo here. Not him saying thank you to Eldon, but Eldon's definitely not here because Eldon should be asleep to ensure they get rest and get better. It was so exciting, dude. I do enjoy that fate, though. I really do enjoy that fate. I think it's very fun. Anyways, hi! We're actually back to the main story. We're back to the main story, aren't we? Look, I don't know that... I don't know that, but I wanted to try and be nice. So this morning, Eldon, I was telling Eldon why Sanchu was in the chocobo stable, right? And so Eldon's like, oh, okay. And then put his chocobo there for you to continue your thing. I would do it, but I kind of need Sanchu right now. Smiles. Anyways, my chatterinos, my lovely beans. We are going to actually start doing the rest of this. Smiles. Hi, Scott. So, let me start the recording. So for a moment to stay. Hey, if you're not supposed to be here, don't be here. If you don't want to get spoiled, don't be here. You're gonna get spoiled. Okay? That's your final warning. That's your only warning. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, good. So, I'm starting the recording now. Hi, recording. Bye, record. Oh, wait a second. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I just realized I've been playing 14 and streaming and now recording and my the fan's not on. I'm gonna go real quick and I'm gonna turn on the AC because I'm gonna make sure that my computer's not gonna crash. Smile. Okay. Fan on. AC on. Computer kind of cooking an egg right now. We'll see what happens. Okay, hold on. Zooming in. Okay. I'm gonna close this recording so that Hedge does not have to deal with me screaming in the recording process, right? Fine, I guess I'll leave then. Wow, Hedge, I hope you're doing well, by the way. Omka, go boom. You all right over there? She's actually gonna go boom. Pray for LadyOka this time because she's about to explode into a million pieces. Hey, listen, if my PC explodes, yes, I will explode into a million pieces. Cooking eggs in this economy, that was good practice for knockback cancels, though. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's also a great mechanic for just screaming your lungs out the entire time, ain't it? Okay, so now we're gonna start the recording. Hi, recording. We are going to finish the last part of the Endwalker role quest, and according to my moderators, this should be the second to last stream for Endwalker. So we are going to be going to the second to last portion of it. We should be able to get through at least the first half of the final end of Endwalker, and then tomorrow will be the last half. Well, that will be after the Summer Games event, or Summer Games Fest, right? So, that's gonna be interesting. I'm hoping that I will have enough energy to be able to push through until we can get at least to the point where we feel comfortable to pause until tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna see how far we can go. So we do need to go. So I am gonna go all the way over to where we need to go for the role quest. We are gonna do the last role quest, which is gonna be in Ishgard. So that's going to be fun. I am going to try my hardest. Today is gonna be the day. Today and tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be a little bit rough. We are going to try our best to have enough energy to push. If my energy wanes, chat, and we are not at the point where we need to be for today, you guys have full permission to yell at me to go and like literally dunk my head in cold water real quick so then I can keep myself awake. I should be awake. I'm fine. I feel fine. I'm not feeling tired in any capacity right now. And if need be, I will go get myself a sweet treat. As in, I will go... You know what? Hold on. Maybe I go order myself the sweet treat right now. No, I shouldn't do that. I literally have a sweet treat right now anyways. I already have a sweet treat. I don't need that. Hold on. I closed. Also, the slight lag. So sorry about that. It's because I opened up my Grubhub on my PC. Everyone say hi to Future Hedge, who presumably at this point is editing, in editing, is dying to fall/winter. Oh my god, do you think it's gonna take that long before you get to Endwalker, the end of Endwalker? You're almost done with Shadowbringer, so you'd be just doing... Well, I guess it is actually summertime right now. Oh wow, yeah, we're already in summer. We're in June, God help me. So... I'm giving myself a lot of leeway. Fair enough. Say hi to Future Hedge. But yes, you guys have my full permission to bonk and be like, Oka, get through this, okay? Like, I want to get through this as much as I can. The only caveat, if I crash and I have to close my entire computer because the recording won't pause correctly, that is the only problem. If I crash, then the stream is going down. And then we're gonna have to have a very long talk of whether or not I'm going to push myself extra tomorrow, or I'm going to just have to close my computer, reopen my computer, and just try and fix everything for me to stream again and continue streaming again. Okay, chat? So that's what our plan is. Our plan is to try and push as much as we possibly can. If you crash, the world burns. If I crash, the world's already burning, where it's just gonna go into volcano mode, okay? So, my lovelies, we are at the end of Endwalker. Can you believe it? We are so close to the end of Endwalker, and I have no inventory space. Smiles. We're gonna see what happens. Oka is what stands between us and Oblivion. Oblivion. I can't do the high notes that Shiva does. Smiles. So, do you guys believe? I'm praying. I'm praying. So, we're gonna continue. So, the Ishgardian Delegate, our aching souls. The Ishgardian Delegate seeks a battle mage with courage unwavering. Ah, my lady, I have awaited... You and also Doma calls me lady. Hello? It's okay. It's okay. Ah, my lady, I have awaited your coming. The phenomenon wherein men turn into monsters. It pains to say that Ishgard has not been spared. A dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's horror, the beast resembles a dragon. 'Tis imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given that fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we are being stringent in whom we choose for this duty. Stringent? Yet, while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would greatly benefit for the presence of a black mage. I was gonna say black mage. For the presence of a battle mage. Why battle mage? When have we ever used the term battle mage? I know, okay, I understand that they're trying to say this for, I can't click it, but for, like, magical ranged, like, casters. We've never called magical range casters battle mages. Why that terminology? Okay. The mission would greatly benefit for the presence of a battle mage, one who can stand unflinching in the face of our fell quarry. We would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you not lend us your strength and skill? Hold on. In all of Ishgard, did I ever once switch to Black Mage? Because I was Black Mage for ARR. Did I ever once switch to Black Mage in Ishgard? I don't think I've ever once switched to Black Mage for Ishgard. But I guess in some ways Dark Knight can be considered magical, so I guess who knows? Shrug. Maybe in an Ishgardian only term, even if it's the first time we see it, maybe. You can count on me. Boop, boop. We are in your debt. Just a moment while I relay the glad tidings to command. Yes, it's that one knight's wife. She's coming over. Okay. 'Tis settled. Upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetherite Plaza. Lord Artorial... Yes! Okay, I said this before. I'm so glad. I was like, okay, there's no reason why we're showing older brother, why we're showing Lord Artorial in that cutscene when he is saying like where he is saying like his little prayers to Hoshafont's grave, unless he is going to be the missive that we are going to be in contact with in Ishgard here. Because I said when we saw Emanueline, when we saw M, right, go to Charlene, I was like, okay, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get the older brother. The only reason we wouldn't see the older brother is because he's in Ishgard and he's going to be our person here. Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm actually really happy. Lord Artorial will be there to receive you. May the Fury speed your way. Oh, perfect! Big brother! It's been like a hot minute since I've actually spoken to you. He's the one with the job. He's the one that could do it. Although I will say, again, I do kind of hope that we do get a moment where we can talk with Father Fortolm. Let us have a moment to talk with him. I believe by this point, like his voice actor is long gone. I believe by this point in the story. Actually, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. It has his voice actor passed by this point in the story. I'm not sure, but because I know he passes sometime in Endwalker, I think, right? I don't know if it's post Endwalker or during Endwalker. But what I was going to say is, I hope that we get to see him. I hope that we get to at least have him be acknowledged that he's alive still by this point. And even to know that he's alive would be helpful, you know? Hello, big brother. It has been a very long time, and you are not in the uniform that you were in earlier. Smiles? You are not in the uniform that you were in when you were talking to your brother. Hello, little sister. Hello! Lady, I have been expecting you. Words cannot well express how heartening it is to have you fighting beside us. It's good to be back. Oh, Amark, allow me to echo that sentiment. Oh god, I gotta figure out where's the voice differentiation between these two. Greetings, my friend. Lest you wonder, Lord Artorial and I are leading the effort to deal with the blasphemy. With your capable self in the fold, I have no doubt that we shall succeed. Of course. Without further ado, I shall brief you on the situation. 'Twas a handful of days after the first beast arrived in Ratatan. An Elysian man was observed at the Hoplin in the Pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden, he buckled over as if in pain, and before anyone knew what was happening, he had transformed into a terrible, draconic beast. Hi! Hi, Q! I hope you're doing good, by the way, lovely. Mama. At the mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned, and regrettably the temple knights were forced to put them down. The blasphemy itself, however, took wing and fled. I wonder, okay, so if we're going based off of the other role quest, I'm presuming that the reason is because of the behavior that the temple knights had regarding people of draconic blood, / the issue regarding like, oh, if you had it, like even if you didn't have it, if you were suspected of it, then you were getting exiled, more or less. I wonder if it's like the families who had dealt with that and or like the people who had, you know, gone through that situation, because dragon, it would make sense. Or this is the situation in regards to families who are not happy that we are befriending dragons again, or like okay with like letting go of this dragon war after they had lost family members to dragons. Could be. I hope you are too. How have you been? I've been good. I'm dealing with a little bit of crashing with my streams, but that's because of the heat. What can we do? And yeah, we are about to finish the biggest arc of Final Fantasy XIV, so I am very excited. There is a lot to do. And I get to be in my hometown again in Ishgard, so I'm very happy. I get to see all of the lovelies. No AC? No, I do have AC, but my PC is overheating regardless. So I'm not hot. My PC is overheating, so it's slightly crashing my PC. I need to get more fans for my PC at some point because the ventilation for my PC is abysmal right now. So we'll see. I probably need to get more fans, but I'll do that later. Like the thing is that it's either gonna be my GPU got fucked in the move, or I need more fans, which I think it is that I need more fans, but my computer has been having a fritz with saying that it's a GPU problem. So I don't know. We'll see. I have to get it looked, but that is not necessarily my priority right now. So what if I might have extra? Listen, if you have extras, I would happily pay you for them. I just don't know right now if that is what I need, but I will definitely have to yap with you about it. Also, we gotta hang out, by the way. Actually, pause, because I just realized I haven't explained this. Hey, chat, if you don't know, because I know that there's a lot of you guys who are new into the community. Hi, Q is actually one of my best friends. Literally my childhood best friend. And they also stream, they play a lot of DBD and a bunch of other games. So if you guys want to go give them lots of love and appreciation, please, my wonderful love, go give them lots of love and kindness because I love them. I appreciate them so much. They're always so sweet. One day I'll get you into Final Fantasy 14. One day I will get you into joining me for this game. Miss you so bad, dude. We gotta hang out. We definitely have to hang out. There is so much. There's so much happening. But I do want to hang out with you. So we gotta plan it out. We gotta plan it out. Okay? But I gotta tell you lots too, dude. Dude, Jess, your Twitter. I keep looking at your Twitter and seeing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on? we gotta talk. We gotta yap for sure. Let's plan a hangout. We gotta plan a hangout. Your Twitter is so cursed. It's so funny. Like I pop into Twitter. I'm like, let's see what's going on in Twitter. I see what's going on with you. I'm like, dude, Twitter be fucked, man. Or we need an off-stream IRL assistant to carry your bags of ice to the side of the PC. Listen, that's my brother. That's gonna be my brother. That ain't me. That is not me. But yes, we definitely gotta hang out at some point. Well, we'll plan that out. We'll plan that out. What's it called? After stream. Thumbs up? Thumbs up? That would be fun. Anyways, continuing the story. The blasphemy itself, however, took wing and fled. Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it. Oh, Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Okay. Since that day, the beast has oft been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly, for a time ere disappearing again. Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn, and for fear and panic to spread further. As part of our investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy, but thus far we have learned naught. Thank you, brother-in-law. We have, however, identified a common thread between those who subsequently turned. All were people of fervent faith, people such as priests and inquisitors. Huh? When the truth of our nation's history was laid bare, the legitimacy of the church was called into question. Oh, that's so real! Wait, we haven't talked about religious people just losing faith. That actually makes the most sense in Ishgard. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations with their beliefs, and none more so than the pious. Such men and women posit would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. We must find a way to stop it. Ishgard has only just emerged from a 1,000-year war, and we cannot suffer another great tragedy, much less so soon. Of course. This is my home. I would never let it down. In order to attain a better understanding of the situation, we intend to speak with a member of the clergy, the sole individual who survived witnessing the blasphemy's birth without being turned. Clem is his name, and he is a deacon at Saint Remanuad. Well, we're gonna call it Rayman. And at Saint Raymond's cathedral. Come, let us seek him out there at once. All right. Words will never be my specialty, but that's how you guys love me. Alright. Let's see where we're gonna go. Let's move the map properly. We are gonna go over to the pillars. I was just here. I was taking a sprout here to go through the vault for the very first time. That was fun. Let's see. Making sure everything is all good, set and dandy. And also, by the way, my lovelies, reminder, grab your daily coin. It helps you get one step closer to not having any more debt in this guild master or guild of ours. What debt, you might ask? Who knows? Let's see. Okay, we're back at the chapel. Oh yes, the vault. Rayman, Saint Rayman. Yeah. Lord Amaric, Lord Artorial, and the savior of Ishgard besides, you do me great honor. I am Clem, and I serve as a deacon here at Saint Raymond's Cathedral. I understand you were among those at the Hoplin when the incident occurred. We give thanks to the Fury for your merciful preservation. We now seek to prevent the blasphemy from wreaking further havoc and would greatly appreciate any detail you can provide. You know what I'm happy about? The fact that they're not trying to be like, oh yeah, this is a blessing. This is a blessing from the gods, you know, situation. Loath though we are to make you recall unpleasant memories, will you not recount to us what you witnessed that day? Of course. Very well. We are presently relocating the vault's libraries to the cathedral, in case you were unaware. We had finished delivering a batch of tomes, and were on our way to bring over another. As we approached the Hoplin, we noticed a young man walking unsteadily. No sooner had he come to an abrupt halt than he transformed into a draconic beast. The fiend fixed us with a menacing glare, and it was all we could do to find our wit and flee. But to my compounding horror, my brethren who were with me began turning into monstrosities as well, one after another. Praise the Fury that you, at least, were spared, Deccan Clem. I cannot imagine how frightening the experience must have been. Who is this? Huh? Who are you? Oh, goodness grief, another bishop. Bishop, Vartanox? Okay. Bishop Vartanox. Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed that our stalwart protectors were present, and wish to express my gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. I pray that we shall soon be free of this, scourge. Scourge? Indeed, if there is aught we might do to aid your efforts, you need but say it. You are most kind, your grace. Okay, bow. Is he gonna be involved? Let's find out. Probably not. Vartanol? Okay. Okay. That was Bishop Vartanol, the head of St. Raymond and a member of the synod. With the seat of the Archbishop vacant, he is, in effect, the highest authority in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. This is so, yet in spite of his elevated station, he remains as kind and humble a man as any I have ever known. The damn French, yeah. Like his grace, I would do all that I can to help shepherd our people through this uncertain time. To that end, there is a request I would make of you, if you can spare a moment to consider it. Of course, if it is within our power, we should be glad to offer you aid. Thank you. Okay. In the wake of the transformation, a group of clergymen fled the city in fear. Yet, though they sought refuge in the wilderness, they put themselves at the mercy of the elements and fell fiends both. Given that the cause of the transformation is not clear, I think theirs was a decidedly unwise decision. I wish to set out and find them, but I am not trained in the ways of war. As such, I require those who are those who are to accompany me in the search. So that is the way of it. Suffice it to say, we will help. Do you know whether your fellows may have headed? The Western Highlands, I believe. Between, Gorgang... Goodness grief. Between Gorgangni Mills and Hemlock, there is no shortage of abandoned dwellings in the area. Very well. Very well. Time being the essence, I propose we split up and scour separate areas. Lady, if you could escort the good Deccan to Gorgagna, I'm gonna kill myself with these words. Gorgagni Mills, Lord Artorial and I will tend to Hemlock. Can I spend time with you guys instead of you guys leaving me with someone else? I know I'm the best fighter, but please! I want to spend time with you guys, man. Okay. Okay, we'll just go to Falcon's Nest. We shall see. We shall see what is happening here. Right? Alrighty. By the way, there is going to be an ad break hitting in about 1 minute from now. Hold on. There's going to be an ad break hitting in about 1 minute from now. If you guys need to take it easy and rest up, then please consider it. Okay. I think we have to. I was going to say El To, but no, I think we have to go with the Black Chocobo here. We have to. It's our husband's Chocobo. We have to. If you guys need to go take it easy during the ad break, then please consider it a moment to stand up, stretch, get some food, get some water, anything of the like. I appreciate you guys so much for spending time with us. But you know, if you aren't able to get a sub, then don't worry about it. Relax, take it easy, take a break. If you want to watch the stream with no sub, consider going onto YouTube, because YouTube has just a 30-second delay, I believe, but you will not miss a thing. So. What would be a good mount for Ishgard? The Black Chocobo. Duh. We literally get this Chocobo in Ishgard. This is the Chocobo our husband gives us in Ishgard. If we were to have a different Chocobo, right? If we were not considering this Chocobo, or if we were considering a different mount entirely, I would say El To. I would say this dragon, specifically because he resides here in Ishgard now. So this would be the actual other thing, right? A dragon, though, I'm not sure how well that's like the best idea, right? But I think genuinely it's either going to be the Chocobo we were given here. Speaking of which, by the way, Sunshoe, I love you. Withdraw for a second. Hey, Mom. It's either going to be that. Just looking. Yeah, no, really and truly, that is the only other Chocobo, or sorry, that is the only other mount. Sorry, I keep saying Chocobo, or baby, or technically speaking, if we really want to go for it, we go Midgard Storm. This would be the most logical one to like fly with, right? In Ishgard. However, he's currently eeping, so I don't think canonically it would make the most sense. So it's either between L or it's between the Black Chocobo. That's what I would argue. So the answer is the Black Chocobo. Would the Mana Cutter work? I guess. Oh wait, sorry, I clicked on the Blackjack. Nope. Mana Cutter could work. Realistically. It wouldn't be the worst case. Can I find it? Is the better question. Uh-huh. Where is the Mana Cutter? I know I have it. Oh. Nope, that's the Falcon. Here's the Mana Cutter. Mana Cutter could also work. Very Ishgardian can genuinely be a proper ride here too. You know? And I think for certain locations, if we end up going to certain locations, that's probably what we're going to choose. There's also Alexander. If we want to have like an Alexander moment, that's also a possibility, right?
Jingle, jingle.
Thank you for the jingles. Thank you, Nuclea. But yeah, we would probably go with the Black Chocobo. I'm just saying. That's my personal decision. Huh? You? Hi. Ah, I see you found them. Yes, and none the worse for wear. Thank the Fury. My friends, forgive us if we have given cause for alarm. We come out of concern for your well-being. Though we understand why you quit the city, we fear you may have placed yourselves at greater risk for coming here. Danger. His Grace Bishop Vartano. Vartano? Yeah. His Grace Bishop Vartano, too, worries for your health and prays for your swift return. So please, will you not allow us to escort you to the Holy See? I assure you, you will be much safer there than in this wretched place. Oh, are they not happy with Amaric? Servants of the Fury will never be safe in the city. Don't you see? Why? Are you gonna turn? This is your fault! You and your accursed revolution. The people disdain that's not disdain. Disdain us, mock us behind our backs, and spit in our faces. And now, someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities, enemies of the church, I'll wager, emboldened by your deeds. So no, I will not go back to Ishgard. I'd sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. Oh, yep, he turns. What? Oh, Arturiel, you're in the outfit now. All I have ever done was in service to her. I am a good man. I do not. She cannot forsake me. Hello to preserve! They don't attack, which is also another thing. They leave. They run away. Lady, we cannot allow him to harm any others. Why wouldn't he harm us then? Give chase and do what you must. We will remain here and keep the others calm. Right. Artorial, come fight with me. I know you can fight. Do not worry about us. See to the beast. It cannot have gotten far. You know, maybe I should actually be in... Maybe I should be in the Ishgardian Knight outfit. Oh, it makes me so angry that I cannot be a paladin here. Wait, we gotta go this way, actually. This way. We did have pretty pointy sticks. That is very true. It might be scared of us. Alrighty. Bonk. Goodbye. I wonder. Let's see if by the time I come back, they have fallen. Also, look at all these graves. Nope, they are still alive. Now, Artorial, what do you have to say about this? What of the beast? I'm back. Is it done, lady? It's done. My thanks. What happened is most regrettable, but we must be grateful that no one else came to harm. While you were gone, the Deccan was able to convince the others to return to the city. Let us escort them back at once, and then reconvene at the congregation to consider our next course of action. For our purposes, we have the use of the strategy room. Announce yourself to the guard without, and he will show you in. Chat, what do you think? Do you think I should switch to the Hashafant armor? Do you think I should switch to the armor? Or do you think I should keep myself in this outfit because it is canonical that I would still be in this outfit? Because I haven't changed a single one of my outfits. I've been in this exact same outfit the entire time when I went to all of the locations. Right? Would it be out of place or a bad idea for me to switch to this outfit? Probably not have this headband, I'm gonna be real with you, but switch to this outfit. Well, strictly, you're not acting as representative of Ishgard, but of Thavnair. Yes, but I'm always Ishgardian. Smiles, pokes fingers. Pokes fingers. I don't know. You're right. You are right. I am acting as the representative to Thavnair right now. I think probably not. As much as I want to wear this, you're right. I'm not a representative of Ishgard, and also I'm not even able to use the shield. It's time for me. Enjoy your roots. I should be around for the... Yeah! I hope you have a good rest, Hedge. Take it easy. Take it easy. It wouldn't be inappropriate to not switch, but it also wouldn't be inappropriate to switch, in my view. I think we'll probably keep it. I think what will happen is, at some point, you know, I might change, but I am not a representative of the Temple Knights right now. Or of Fort Home right now. Lords Amaric and Artorial await you within the strategy room. Will you be joining them now? Yes. Of course I will be. It has been a hot minute since I've been in this room. Hello. Lest you wonder, we have taken the clergymen to St. Raymond's to rest and recover. If truth be told, the thoughts that they might still succumb to despair and turn remains at the forefront of my mind. Yet the risk would be greater still were we to keep them at arm's length and deny them the comfort of the church. Indeed, from the words he spoke, that Inquisitor yearned for the days of old. He and the others like him can scarcely be blamed, since the truth of the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations were made public knowledge. The church has been in turmoil. Though we have made great strides in separating religion and state, there has been far less progress in the reformation of the church. For our faith has been everything to us, our purpose and our comfort. 'Tis not an easy thing to reconcile one's belief with the betrayal of our spiritual leaders. Thus torn between their hearts and minds, many Ishgardians feel lost, and none more so than the members of the clergy, whose faith were once unshakable. Little wonder, then, that the most dedicated and devout are like to turn. So it seems, but further investigation is needed ere we draw a definitive conclusion. With the war's end, Ishgard has set out on a new path. The choices we made now shall determine our course for the future. Come what may, we dare not squander the chance we have fought so hard to attain. Of course. Once the returned clergymen have sufficiently calmed down, I shall have the Deacon speak with them, that we might gain insight into their individual plights. Good. Meanwhile, I shall take the opportunity to brief my men on recent developments. Right. Pray take a moment's rest, my friend. You have earned it. When you are ready to continue our work, you may seek us out here. Of course. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them. Oh, this is gonna hurt me in some way. I don't doubt that for a second. Hello, brother. No forgiveness, no deliverance. Ah, lady, your timing could not be better. Deacon Clem has finished speaking with the rescued clergyman and will be here shortly to share his findings. Lord Amaric, too, is on his way. Let us wait for them. Glad you realized that. Oh, that it's gonna hurt? That's why I kept this at the end. My home is always going to hurt me more. There we go. Hi, Clem. Deacon Clem, we thank you for making the inquiries on our behalf. 'Twas no imposition in the least. As I said, I am glad to do all I can. So, 'tis our understanding that those we escorted back were all close acquaintances with the Inquisitor who turned. Like him, they too have been the subject of harassment by certain quarters of populace. Is this correct? Right. It is, I am afraid, that they are far from alone. Men of the cloth were once afforded respect and deference as servants of Halone, but now they are openly reviled. I know what the word is. Brain don't know how to speak. Reviled by many. We are complicit in perpetuating terrible lies. This is true, but we too were misled. We too are victims, yet we are regarded by some as criminals. Revile. Okay. Well, do I understand the people's anger? While I do understand the people's anger, it saddens me. Sorry. Brain. Hold on. I gotta, like, reset my head sometimes. The first, like, 1 to 2 hours of stream, I've noticed this recently, especially. The first 2 hours of stream, I have no coordination with speaking and, like, reading what I'm reading. Oh, I know what it is, Miles. As I said, I know what it is. I know what it means. I just don't remember how to say it. Because words are stinky. I've come to the conclusion that the first 2 hours of stream really do need to be my yapping stream because I literally just don't know how to fucking read words during the first 2 hours of stream. It's okay. Alright. Well, I do understand the people's anger, but it saddens me to think that they would thus lash out at their fellow man, especially when we need solidarity most of all. Though I can imagine your plight, I would not presume to fully grasp your pain. Will you tell us of the challenges you and yours have had to face since the war's end? Like all sons and daughters of Ishgard, we dreamed of peace in our lifetime, but now that it has come, we find that we have little cause to rejoice. Our faith has long been the foundation of our lives, and overnight that foundation has been crippled by fractures beyond repair for some. To learn that we had been deceived, that we had unwittingly deceived others in turn, was devastating. We who had once been shepherds to men found ourselves lost lambs, bereft of surety and wanting for guidance. We have languished in darkness, all of us. Yet I have faith that the church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path, and again become a beacon of hope for the people. I see. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than their despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, 'tis now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your unwavering faith in the church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Of course, anything to help my brethren. Now that we have established the cause, that leaves us with the mystery of profane Fafnir's identity. The progenitor of these troubles, could he too have been a man of cloth? No. From what I recall of his garb, I doubt it. He was dressed in the common fashion, and inadequately against the cold besides. 'Tis said that something of the individual may remain in the blasphemy, influencing its behavior. If we can determine what instincts drive profane Fafnir, we may learn who it once was, and this knowledge, I believe, will prove vital in our efforts to stop it. Of course. Deccan Clem, we ask that you reach out to your fellow clergymen. Please do what you can to ease their anxieties. Understood. As I have ever done, I shall provide what comfort I can to those in need. Of course. Meanwhile, we must make it a priority to identify the blasphemy. To that end, I would seek out more eyewitnesses. The Hoplin is a busy place at any given time. Some ordinary citizens are bound to have been present as that tragic event unfolded. I propose we make inquiries in the pillars. If you could attend to the Hoplin, Lord Artorial and I will look in the surrounding areas. Of course. All right. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, Atem. What is your question? I may or may not have an answer. Also, yeah, the French and their words are abysmal. I hate it. Me having a little chalky because I want sweets. I await your question, Atem. Totally did not use you having a question just to eat the chocolate. Let's say you have a coworker right now. Okay. What coworker? And they like you? Okay, I'm going to continue the story and wait until you finish, like, writing everything out. Because I can't wait for you to write, you know, a part of the conversation. But yes, keep talking. I will answer your question, or I will answer your question right after this. No, I didn't see that dragon, nor would I have wished to, frightful as it sounds. They say it wasn't a Dravanian attack, but if not, then what was it? Okay. They're over here. I wasn't present for the incident at the Hoplin, but a young man poorly dressed for the cold that I did see. I recall him well because an aide from Saint Vadrio was searching for him. He was a patient at the infirmary and by coincidence had the same name. Give me an answer to this, by the way. How would you let them down gently? The biggest thing is that you would just be straightforward with them and, like, presumably they are an adult and they would be able to take it like an adult, right? That would be a big thing, right? But let me ask a question. How much do you care to, like, ease their feelings? You know? To, like, go easy on them regarding this. And actually, follow-up question. Do you think that they're the type of person that if you say no, would they do something in retaliation? The dragon that appeared at the Hoplin. I saw it with my own eyes. One moment an Elysian, the next, a terrible beast. He was a heretic, I take it. Heretic? I was thinking it could have been, but I think that's just people. I think he's just saying it because better to blame it on that. There we go. Ow. Were you able to learn anything? There you are, lady. Did your search yield any fruit? Yeah, I learned quite a bit, actually. A patient of the Firmament's infirmary, you say? Among those with whom I spoke, one claims to have witnessed an individual fitting the description. A man walking in a stupor, who did not seem to feel the cold. If he had wandered straight out of the infirmary, it would explain his state of attire. Yes, I dare say we have found our blasphemy, but to think that his name should be Vendrio? Vendrio? Vendrial? Trying to think of how the French would say it. Vendrial, probably. Tis the same as that of former Heaven's Ward Commander Sir Vendrial. Oh, that's why I remember that. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 1 second, chat. We love when we get spam calls. Hold on. Let's just make sure we turn silent unknown callers on again because I hate it when I keep turning it off. There we go. Okay. I don't think she would, but honestly, I have no clue. I do care, but I don't want to, like, be mean. I think the best thing to do... And hold on. Actually, the better question. Do you know for a fact, it's like 100%, like, you have proof kind of situation. This is not intuition. This is a you have proof that she likes you. Or they like you, right? Because... That's a different thing. If you have a feeling they like you, is a different story to you being told they like you, or they telling you they like you. You know what I mean? There's a completely different conversation that gets made between that. She asked me out. Okay, genuinely. Okay, if that's the case, just say no. Just be like, hey, like I'm being so for real. Be honest with her, but be truthful, but don't like. Just be easy on her regarding like, hey, you're not interested. Just be like, hey, like if it's maybe like you're not interested in relationships at all, you can say that. If you're not interested in like, you know, mingling with coworkers, you could say that. Or if you just want to be honest and be like, I already said yes. Atem, you have a completely different problem. If you said yes to going out with her, but you don't like her. Why'd you say yes? I felt pressured? Did she ask you in front of others? Like, did she ask you in front of your other coworkers or something? Yeah? Okay. I would talk with her one-on-one and privately and say, hey, I've been thinking about it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to lead you on, but I'm not really interested in a relationship with you. I appreciate that you asked me out, but I just don't think I'm at that point where I can consider this, right? Just say something like that. I care for you like a coworker, but I don't think that there's anything more, and I don't want either of us to waste our time here. Just say that, literally. Okay? Thumbs up. All right, back to the story. 'Tis the same as that of former Heaven's Ward commander. I'm not saying the name. For whom the infirmary is named. Sir Vane Drew. I'm gonna call it Vane at this point. Vane? Van? Vane. I think I'm gonna say Sir Vane. Right? Thumbs up. Sir Vane, however, retired from his station at a ripe old age some years ago. 'Tis not like to have been him. In any case, we have a lead. I shall head to the infirmary at once. Pray wait for me at the broom. That is not Artorial's voice. Oopsies. I lowered. Vane from League of Legends? Yeah. We're gonna call him Sir Vane now. So we gotta go to the room. I wonder. We've never like had it as a requirement to go to the firmament. Is this the part where we do get that requirement? I don't think so, right? Probably not, because since it's never been a requirement, I don't think that they would actually be like, yeah, you gotta go into the firmament right now, and we're just like, what? Lord Artorial should not be long. Let us wait here. Better said than done, but gotta rip the bandage off. If she's an adult and you guys are mature enough, then she can understand and take like rejection. That's the reality. But to be kind to her, don't do it in front of other people, and don't like sugarcoat it. Like don't be mean about it, right? But don't be like, hey, you know, like there might be a chance, but like this, like just be like, hey, like I'm just letting you know, like I thought about it. I'm sorry, I just don't want us to waste our time. I appreciate you, I care for you as a coworker, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Just say that. Be easy about it. Be like, you still would like to be friends if that's the case, but just nothing more about that. Okay? Thumbs up. You might find it easier to be positive then. You can try to use what you are comfortable with as a way to put down boundaries. Thumbs up. Yeah, just say what you find is easier for you and just be positive about it. You know? This is Loverick, the aide who was in charge of Vane. Have you found him? Oh, please say you have. We have not, I am afraid, but we seek to, and we hope that you can tell us more about him. May we know, may we ask how he came to be at the infirmary? He was found by a patrol in the Central Highlands. After being treated for his hurts, he was brought to us for convalescence? Being in the prime of his years, he has been doing well, but then... Prime of his years. By all accounts, he is no old man. It seems safe to assume it isn't Sir Vane. Oh, no, he's definitely a different person, as I told Lord Artorial. And though he gave his name as Sir Vane, he seems rather confused, and we had no means to confirm his identity. In his state, he wouldn't be wandering about on his own. Please, you must find him. Alright, we'll go find him. The man who recently turned into a beast at the Hopland. We regret to say it may have been Vane. What? No! How can this be? Is there aught else you can tell? Things he may have said or done while in your care? While he was still unconscious, he would often ramble, though most of it was incoherent. He mentioned the Archbishop many times. Oh, and he spoke of a bishop too, Bishop Vartano. I assumed he was a pious man, given this. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We shall continue our investigation, and should we confirm what became of Vane, I inform you forthwith. Hold on, chat. 1 second. Let us return to the congregation for now. It would have been nice for us to go to the firmament. I'm gonna be real with you. I know why we couldn't, but man, it would be nice. Let's walk this actually. I love being able to, well, I guess sprint this. I love being able to go through the Foundation. I genuinely, I do love, like, Ishgard. I think Ishgard is and will always be my home, which is very ironic considering the fact that I hate the cold IRL. But I think that there's something very specifically fantasy-like, and something that I just genuinely love and appreciate regarding Ishgard, which is also another statement considering they're French. All right. The mystery remains, but we are one step closer to identifying the man who became profane Fafnir. Indeed, though he did not at first appear to be a member of the clergy, his words betray a fervent faith. And how curious that he should speak not only of the Archbishop, but Bishop Vartano specifically. Could he be involved or related to them? Perhaps he was personally acquainted with His Grace. In light of the possibility, I believe we should speak with him directly. Agreed. I will request an audience, but His Grace has many demands upon his time. It may be a while before we are seen. Should you have other business, pray feel free to attend to them in the meantime. All right. I'm trying to think, what is the canonical way of Warrior of Light going through all of these role quests while this is all happening at the same time? Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't click! Lady, excellent timing as ever. Lady, excellent timing as ever. Deacon Clem has just sent word that goodness grief, I can't read, goodness. Lady, excellent timing as ever. Deacon Clem has just sent word that Bishop Vartano will be seeing us now, by which I mean right this instant. This is extremely short notice, I know, but it would not do to miss the opportunity to learn how he and Vane may be connected. Not wishing to keep His Grace waiting, Lord Emmerich is already on his way to St. Raymond's Cathedral. Come, let us hurry there ourselves. Alrighty. I thought he was about to walk into the wall. I was about to be like, hello? Going to the pillars. Gonna go to that cathedral. My lords, I am so sorry. I informed His Grace that you were making your way hither, but shortly before you arrived, he recalled that he had urgent business and had to leave the cathedral at once. He cannot have gone far, though, so if you wish to search for him in the hopes you can steal a moment of his time. To grant us an audience only to depart with such haste, what business could be so pressing? Alright. We can just go down, I think, right? Or just see here? Gotta go up. Or maybe down, actually. No, I don't think it's... I don't like that. I think we go down. I think we do have to go down here. Oh. I saw the carbuncle. And I was like, oh, it's just random people standing here. God damn it. Hey, look, something got sold. Well, now that even the savior of Ishgard should be here. And I'm getting a lot of things being sold right now. Goodness. Your Grace, perhaps 'tis simply our misunderstanding, but we were under the impression that you had granted us an audience. Lord Speaker, rest assured I was just about to return to the cathedral. There is no need, Your Grace. This will not take long. As you may have heard, we are investigating a young man named Vane. Is he known to you? No, I cannot say he is. With the exception of the former Archimandrite, I am sure I know no one by that name. Well, mine and the Archbishop's are known to many, yes? Perhaps this youth took inspiration from public services over which we presided. Goodly soul that he is. Full glad am I that his faith was of comfort to him in sickness, and I pray to Halone that he will soon be found in good health. Now then, if there is nothing else, I shall return to my duties. Yeah, you're a liar. Fear not, your eminence. I shall carry on your legacy. I'm sorry, what? We have completed the preparations as per your instructions, but are you certain this will work? It will. It must. Lord Amric spoke the truth when he revealed the Archbishop sought primal powers to strengthen the people's faiths. Are you joking? See, I was like, the giant sword right next to him is threatening, and now, are you joking? Are you joking? I could not bring myself to believe it, not at first, but in the course of cataloging His Eminence's personal articles, I came upon his journal. Therein he had written that, though abundant aether and fervent prayer, it is possible to make gods of men. All the power we require lies in this place, this Azizlah. By channeling the essential elements into the soulless flesh and sword we found. Soulless flesh. We shall summon forth King Thornton and his knights 12, and by his blessing, Ishgard shall be restored to its former glory. Uh-huh. So they literally created the blasphemy. That's, you know what? Am I surprised that the church created the blasphemy? Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's King Thornton's sword. And you stuck it into a person? Which, by the way, begs the question, were they just always a dead person? Or are they just like a soulless puppet? Oh, and he now looks like him. What is this? It's just an ordinary man. Scarcely changed from before. Oh, never mind. Not just change of hair, but not looking like him? Question mark? His Eminence, I must protect. Yeah, so he's cloned. Wow! Okay, am I surprised? We using clones in here? No, this isn't right! Confound it! Perhaps I overlooked something. I must return to the Holy See and review the journal. Your Grace, what shall we do with this thing? Dispose of it? Leave it. 'Tis a failure without use or value. The denizens of this place will deal with it soon enough. That's awful. That's awful. Holy shit, dude. That's wild. Huh? Hey, Amric? I got quite a lot of weapons by my side. I'm going to stab him. Lady, are you well? Were you perchance granted a vision of the past? Yeah, that dude's a liar and also a bad guy. An attempted summoning of King Thornton and his Knights 12. Your Grace, you should know full well that something is strictly forbidden. You will accompany us to the congregation and explain yourself. Is the mask gonna come off? Yep. I have dedicated my life to the church, conducted my affairs in accordance with the scriptures, and taught others to do likewise. But you took it all from us, tore down everything to define us. You cannot know how it feels to have your very existence rejected, to be forsaken by your community, to be denied by society. Well, I deny you, and this justice I deny an Ishgard where the church is not here. I refuse to accept it. Do you hear me? I refuse to accept it. Artorial, stand behind me. Amric, always beloved. Your Grace, no! That it should come to violence yet again. Would that your hand had not been forced, my lord. Deccan Clem should not be alone at this time. I shall remain with him while attending to the aftermath. When things have settled, I will return to the congregation. Pray go on ahead and get some rest. Right. Oof. Oof, oof. Oof, 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 oof. We are suffering with this tonight. What can we do? Oh, what can we do? Because we are dying. Well, I mean, at least he died sooner rather than later. Smiles. Emmerich, you really must not make a habit of taking out church people. Smiles. Nah, he should keep making that a habit. He's gonna have to. We have one more quote-unquote church person we have to deal with. Really, they're just a clone. But they're not just a clone. That's a little too, that's a little too rude to say. How fares the Deccan? Well enough, given the circumstances. Though understandably shaken, he is more determined than ever to help his fellows. Truly, he is possessed of a stout heart. But to think that even a member of the Synod could succumb to despair and turn. The crisis gripping the church is far graver than I had imagined. In pushing for such an abrupt separation of religion and state, we may have hold on. Wait. Exasperated. There we go. We may have exasperated the growing divide between the clergy and the general populace. Lady, will you recount in full which you witnessed in your vision? Of course. So, this is what happened. They were trying to summon him, and what ended up coming out was a clone that wasn't really what they wanted. They tried to just leave him to die, but it seems that he was able to come here. That he should seek to use one of Aleg's unholy abominations to create a primal. Yet that which manifested was not like the being you fought, but rather retained the form of a man, one driven by the desire to protect the Archbishop. Right. We may safely assume the bishop did not have sufficient aether. Bereft of Nidhogg's eye, the sword wait, hold on. Asalon? The sword Asalon no longer has such power, nor does that of the warring triad remain to be harnessed, thanks to your valorous intervention. But if the summoning failed, how did the clone come to possess life, and what purpose drives it? Lack of aether notwithstanding, the necessary components were present for a summoning. Perhaps the ritual itself was a success, and the vessel, though imperfect, arose as a champion of the Archbishop. Yet how did he come to be in the Central Highlands? You believe that this clone and the man who became the blasphemy are one and the same? Nay, I merely speculate, yet considering what we know of the clone and Vane, it would seem a likely possibility. Whatever the truth may be, it will not elude us forever, but first, I must lay some groundwork for the next phase of our investigation. God's permitting, I will have news to share ere long, so pray, look in on us when you can. Right. Wheels unending, faith unbending. Lady, you are ever a sight for sore eyes. Ill tidings, my friends. I dispatched the Temple Knights to find the clergymen who aided in Bishop Vartanu's summoning attempt. Regrettably, when confronted, all turned and had to be put down. Without their accounts, how then to ascertain that the clone and Vane are the same individual? Maintaining the assumption that they are, perhaps we should instead consider how Vane may have found his way to Korthus. According to Lady's vision, he was abandoned in Az's law, but what did he do afterwards? Then there is but one way to ascertain the truth: follow his trail. I shall go and search for the clone in Az's law. If he is still there, then we are dealing with a different individual. A splendid idea. We leave the floating continent in your capable hands. Meanwhile, Lady and I shall retrace Vane's steps whence he first appeared. Upon being found in the Central Highlands, he was taken to Camp Dragonhead. Let us begin by making inquiries there. Of course. Get to go to Camp Dragonhead. Investigating the stranger we found, are you? I wasn't involved myself, so I can't tell you much about the fellow. But in case it is of interest, earlier that same day, I caught sight of an airship flying dangerously low. It soon disappeared into the brewing snowstorm, looking none too steady. Okay. Airship flying too low. Oh, I see Amaric over there. We gotta do it, you know? Ah, 'tis ever an honor to receive you. What brings you to our humble camp this morn? An injured man who was found in the wilds. Yes, I know that one. I was with the patrol that chanced into him north of here at Province Point. He was unconscious and in a bad way, and we hurriedly bore him back to camp. After doing what we could for him, we sent him on to the city. Okay. Hello. Well now, if it isn't the late Lord Hoshbon's dear friend, is there something you require? Hello? I'm his wife. Squint. Well now, if it isn't the late Lord Hoshbon's dear wife, is there something you require?
Ah yes, the mysterious man. I was among those who tended him. He was not attired for the snow, much less the snowstorm in which he had been caught, and was suffering from frostbite. When people are extremely cold, they may mistakenly feel that they are warm and disrobe. That might explain his state of undress. He was found at Province Point. I wonder if we're gonna go to Hashi's grave, actually. Or I doubt we have a reason to take a detour to Hashi's grave, but we'll see. There you are. Were you able to learn aught of interest? Yes. So, a hastily written note which reads that Vane was found unconscious at Province Point. Airship sighted flying low near Camp Dragonhead. And Vane not dressed for the cold. Mysterious found collapsed after an airship was seen flying low. Yes, the accounts I heard are consistent with yours. I, for one, am curious about the fates of this unknown airship. To that end, I have arranged a pair of black chocobos for us, the more efficiently to scour the area. We shall continue our search to Province Point, where Vane is said to have been found. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. If you are ready, let us be off. See, I told you. The best mounts for Heavensward. I will say, I kind of wish... I know that there's, like, a little bit less logic in us. Nothing so far. Let us continue northeast. I was going to say, it's kind of a little hectic where it's like... I wish that we had more conversations while we're flying here. But I understand why we don't. Are we gonna go to the... Are we gonna go to the cave where we have, where we have to go for ARR... relic? The ARR relic hunt? What is... Oh! Is that the creature, actually? It is! By the Fury. It's the blasphemy! Well, time to get the information we're not gonna get otherwise. So he took the ship and crashed? Ugh. His Eminence must protect His Eminence. Oh, and then now they're at the firmament. Ah, you're finally awake. Helone be praised. How are you feeling? Strong enough to speak? Can you tell me your name? My name is... Zephyrin, no. Cherubert, no. Or was it Valguin. Polycrine? So many names swirling in my mind, and voices that reject them. Is there none they will accept? Are you alright? Vane. My name is Vane. Well now, that's the same as our infirmary. I dare say fate has guided you to us. So Vane, if you are feeling up to a little conversation, can you tell me about yourself? Anything else you remember? Anything at all? A proud son of House Desmal, nay, a devout servant of Halone who lives for the rush of battle, the pleasure in inflicting pain, the tensions of maidens, to fight beside my brother in arms. A low-born runt whose every effort went unrewarded, whose very name disqualified him from ever leading the Temple Knights, but his eminence raised me up, granted me a place at his side. Huh? From that day forth, I pledged my sword to his service, pledged my very being, my life to be offered up in defense of his. I am a knight of the Heavens Ward, sworn to protect and serve the Archbishop. Oh, you're a knight. Forgive me if that sounded rude, but I had no idea. And while I realize your memories may be a bit muddled, I'm afraid I must inform you that the Heavens Ward have not been seen in quite some time, and are presumed dead, and that our Archbishop, well, he is most certainly no longer of this world. Oh. Imagine being told this is your purpose in life, and then immediately being told, yeah, they're already gone. You don't have a purpose anymore. But the important thing is you're safe now, and we'll help you get back on your feet. Speaking of which, let me bring you some food and water. You must be absolutely famished. The Archbishop dead. No, no, this cannot be. How can I still be alive when he is not? I must find him. Like that for a few Guardians now? To be so confused, and the now one thing you know for sure is that you failed. Lady! For the glory of King Thornton. Saw me and ran. Heading towards Ishgard. Another vision, I take it. Yeah. Let us make for Ishgard. I expect that Lord Artorial will return soon, if he has not already, and we should both be glad to hear your tale. Alright. Come on. To be in Ishgard again. Or to be in Camp Dragonhead here again, but Heading to the strategy room? Yep. Toriel. Hello. Lady, I pray your search was more productive than mine own. Everyone is here. Excellent. So were you able to find our clone in Azizla? Nay, not but the discarded Asalon remained. Sorry. Nay, not but the discarded Asalon remained. How fared you with your own efforts in the Central Highlands? In the course of retracing Vane's steps, we came upon the wreckage of the Soliel. I suspect he found the vessel abandoned in Azizla and tried to use it to return to Ishgard. But he crashed en route and was subsequently rescued by a patrol from Camp Dragonhead. So it would seem. And the Archbishop's airship was not the only thing we found. Profane Fafnir was there too. The creature chose to fled, but not before Lady had a vision of Vane's past. Go on, my friend. Share with us what you witnessed. Boy had no idea what the hell was going on. Smiles. All the pieces fit, and it is as you surmise, my lord. Vane and the clone are one and the same, and in his despair he turned into the blasphemy. Yet the confusion he exhibited when asked his name, 'tis as if he wasn't sure of his own identity. According to the Scions, primals retain the memories of their previous incarnations. From this, it may be assumed that the clone harbors the memories of all those who became King Thornton and his Knights 12. Though he struggled to reconcile these conflicting memories, he managed to settle on the name Vane. The voices within were clearly in agreement when facing Lady, the mere sight of whom drove the blasphemy to flee. Above all, however, they share in the desire to protect the Archbishop. This desire was seared into Vane's very being, and when he learned that he no longer had a purpose. The Heavens Ward took up arms against us. And Ishgard, by their hand were we robbed of one of our finest knights and a dear friend. Even so, I would not wish such a terrible fate upon them. The selfsame fate inflicted upon full many clergymen, and a fate I fear ordinary citizens will succumb to if we fail to act. The people will not soon forget the betrayal of our church's leadership, nor should they, but absent the comfort and stability once afforded to them by the institution, may have become lost and are all too vulnerable to despair. The people don't have to forget, but they need to move forward. The church can still be a source of comfort, but things need to change. The church can still be... I think to prevent more blasphemies from happening, we need to do this. The church can still be a source of comfort, but things need to change. Huh? I thought as much myself, my friend. But to hear you say it as well. Indeed, when the ground upon which we stand crumbles, we must find the strength to move forward, even should it cause us pain to do so. Lord Artoriel, at the next house session, I shall call for an ecumenical council to be held. Huh? My lord, such a gathering is reserved for... Oh, you intend for the church to codify new doctrine. Since the separation of religion and state, we have refrained from interfering in the church's affairs, but if the church is to remain a part of Ishgardian society and continue serving the people, it must reconsider its role and formally address recent revelations. I would call for this council not as the Lord's speaker, but as a humble adherent of the faith. Long had I considered whether such measures were necessary, but lacking the courage to set them in motion, I now have it thanks to you. I shall tend to the necessary preparations at once. Among all other things, we must reach out to those of the clergy who are amenable to reform. I ask for your patience in the meantime. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Bye, Emmerich. Also, hi, Lone. I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Almighty Fury, guide us to victory. Oh, you're anxious, big bro? What's up? Ah, lady. Owing to Lord Amarich's swift action, I am pleased to say that the Ecumenical Council will soon be held. In case you are unaware, the Council is the highest assembly in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, its purpose to deliberate and decide upon doctrine. The previous one was held no less than 80 years ago, and 4 archbishops have since come and gone. As such, most Ishgardians know little of it, save that which they have read in historical records. Traditionally, the archbishop and members of the synod would meet behind closed doors. In light of Bishop Vartano's fate, however, this time the doors will be thrown open to the public. Indeed, for the first time in history, all men and women of the faith may have a hand in shaping the mission and teachings of the Church. 'Tis my hope that you will also join us in this endeavor. Deacon Clem, allow me to express our gratitude for your efforts in facilitating the council. We appreciate the difficulty of your position. I merely heed my conscience and my faith, my lord. Acting in Bishop Vartano's stead, I shall do all within my power to see that the church may serve the people once more. Where is the Lord Speaker, if I may ask? He stepped outside for a moment, saying that he wished to gather his thoughts ahead of the council. The hour draws nigh, however. Lady, I shall proceed to the vault with the good deacon. In the meantime, may I ask you to find Lord Amarich? He should be at the last vigil, I believe. I'm dying working on these cosmic tools. Dude, the tools and the relics is obscene. I haven't gotten to that point where I can do cosmic tools, obviously. Look at where I am. But I am excited. I'm excited. I have completed all of my crafting relics until I've completed all of my crafting relics except for the ones that I need to do for Endwalker and also for the ones that I need to do for Dawn Trail. Soon I will. Amarich, are you all right? Oh, 'tis you, my friend. Is it time already? Yes? I see. My apologies for making you come and fetch me. I have been thinking, lady, on the path I have chosen to walk, and on those who have been left behind as a consequence of my actions. Those who died fighting, those burdened with boundless grief, those deprived of position and purpose. Like any nation, Ishgard is made of disparate souls with disparate beliefs. Without an enemy to unite us, we shall recall the differences we once set aside out of necessity and fight amongst our old friends, new ideological foes. The future I had envisioned is far more difficult to secure than I ever imagined. What must I do for our people to live in harmony, for our nation to move forward as one? Such questions I have pondered. We should begin making our way to the council. Shall we continue our conversation while we walk? Of course. Ready? Then let us be off. If it is agreeable, I would like to look on for Tom's Manor. Of course. Actually, you know what? We're RP walking this. I just love... I just love the firmament. Or not the firmament, the foundation. Brain off. And... listen. Father-in-law's house. Once home to my family. You know? It feels like another age that you and yours were no more than foreign wards of House Fortome, and in actual fact, it may be considered so. For your coming set in motion a chain of events that brought an end to the Dragonsong War, ushering in a new age of harmony. You paved the way for meaningful change in our nation, and for that you shall ever have my gratitude. Now then, shall we continue on to the architects? Ugh. Sit up. This game holds near and dear to my heart, truly. King Thornton and his knights 12, the murderers of Ratatowski. The murderers of Ratatowski. Since the truth of their ancient crime came to light, many have demanded that these images be torn down. Yet, though what our founding fathers did was wrong, neither is it right to simply expunge them and their deeds from history. To do so would be to deny our people's part in what followed for 1,000 years. We have the chance to forge a new future, but we, as a nation, must decide how we will confront our past. Forgive me, I was lost in thought yet again. Let us join Deacon Clem at the vault. Alright. There you are, my friends. The council is about to convene. Let us take our place in the audience hall. Oh look, us. Listen, I know that this is not going to be voiced. I really wish this was voiced. Esteemed members of the clergy and honored adherents of the faith, I thank you all for your attendance. In recent days, our nation has been racked by a series of tragedies. Those among us who do Halone's work have been transformed into abominations. This dreadful phenomenon has been brought about by the final days, and it is upon our despair and anguish that it feeds. Thus, if we are to prevent further tragedy, we must strive to ensure that all Ishgardians, clergymen, and citizens alike abide with peace and love for one another in their hearts. To that end, have I called this ecumenical council, the first in generations, that we might together determine a path forward for the church and our society as a whole. Since antiquity, the Ishgardian Orthodox Church served the people in two respects, as the Fury's spear to strike at the hearts of dragonkind, and as the Fury's shield to safeguard the souls of men. But now that we are at peace with the Dravanians, the Church need no longer serve as a spear, and so we must now reconsider how we might better serve as a shield for our brethren. The hierarchy must be reformed, and for that we need accountability. The upper echelon must be stripped of rank at a minimum, and investigations conducted, trials held, if the evidence is sufficiently damning, and then we must turn our attention to their doctrine of lies. As our predecessors did before us, we of the Synod have ever sought to interpret the scriptures to the best of our ability, and thence convey Halone's will to the people. Such fervent pursuit of retribution at the expense of doctrine would come also at the expense of our faith. Also, by the way, chat, I have a small question. Is there a headpiece that we can use, buy, wear, create anything like that has this kind of like leaf winged like piece that goes above the ears? Because I kind of want that for a headpiece in 14. Does anyone know if that's like an in-game headpiece or not? Have we won the war to lose our souls? Oh, how lonely are we outside your grace? Also, I don't want the one with feathers, because I have a lot of them that have feathers. I'm just wondering if there's the ones with that. It might be an earring, I'm not sure. If it's connected to an earring, I'm still wondering if that's even a thing, you know? This bodes ill. At this rate, someone might turn. Emmerich? Since the war's end, the Church and the faithful have stood at the crossroads, unable to take the next step forward. His Grace Bishop Vartano, may he walk in Halone's halls, was one such soul, and in his longing for simpler times, he resorted to using forbidden magics. He succumbed to despair. Oh. Hold on, can I just, real quick, just point out Hashafont and Emmerich and Estinian right behind us here? Sob. In our minds, we renounce the lies upon which our nation was built, but in our hearts we yearn for the righteousness, misguided though it was, that gave us comfort and purpose for so long. So let us not forget who we were. Let us confront the mistakes of the past and learn from them, that we do not repeat the mistakes of our forefathers. As fervently as we believed in our sacred duty, we struggled to accept the Church's deception and embrace change. The legacy of Thornton weighs heavy, and there is the temptation to simply cast it aside like a mantle that suits us no longer. Yet that would dishonor the sacrifice of those who went before, countless souls who served the people with purest intent, and so, heavy though it may be, let us together bear this burden as we set forth anew. Our friend Lady risked life and limb to reveal the truth to us. The truth that our legends and our scriptures were tainted by betrayal, but not wholly corrupted. Though the great walls and towering spires of our city may have been built with murder and deception, they rest upon a foundation immutable and true, our devotion to Halone, whom we have worshipped since before our forefathers settled these lands. The Church is a font of practical wisdom, and its teachings guide us in our daily lives. Such things define our faith no less than the lies. We can acknowledge our sins without renouncing our religion. And without rejecting who we are. A comprehensive review of scripture as well as historical literature will be necessary. Revisions, as appropriate, must be made to ensure that the truth of our past is preserved for future generations. With your peerless knowledge of church doctrine, I dare say none is better suited to leading that effort than you. I also expect that many eyes will be required to pore over all the tomes, and I know many idle men and women of faith who would jump at the chance to do Halone's work once more. That day, so very long ago, I had no answer to my father's words, but it seems the people had it within them all along. I know. 'Tis well Lord Amric interjected when he did. The council went better than I had dared hope. Truly, while the details remained to be decided, it was a resounding success. Your words helped everyone to find common ground. I know not how to thank you. Much credit must go to Lady. In the face of great hardship, never did she hesitate to press on, and our people have not forgotten this. Hey, it's no problem. Indeed. Well do I remember the day you flew into Ishgard upon a dragon's back in making possible the impossible. Making possible the impossible, you inspired us all. In you we glimpsed the fury, a vision of courage in the face of uncertainty. Looking at your example, we shall endeavor to bring about change to the church for the future of all Ishgardians. There will, of course, still be those souls who struggle to rise above the mire of despair, but my fellows and I shall be there to take their hand in faith and love. For what is faith if not salvation? Well, I had best return to the cathedral. We have much and more to do. But, I forgot. I have tracked down that which you requested. Some repairs will be needed, but it will be seen to with all haste. Okay. Fairly well. What is being repaired? Huh? I had tasked the deacon with finding a certain item. You see, a secret weapon, one might say. Given how we know of profane Fafnir, I suspect it will be of great use in our hunt. Once the repairs are complete, we shall be ready to strike. With the church having reached an accord with the people, the risk of more clergymen turning is greatly diminished. We now focus entirely on the blasphemy. 'Tis time we freed Vane from his torment. Rest while you can, lady, for I dare say the coming battle will demand the best of us. Right. Alright, the ending. Ever march heavensward. Glad tidings, lady. Since the ecumenical council, not a single soul has returned. Safe in that knowledge, we need only think of how to hunt down the blasphemy. Ah, lady, you are here too. Excellent. I am pleased to say that the secret weapon is ready. We may now look to dealing with the profane Fafnir. All right. As you will recall, when last we encountered it, it was lying in wait by the Solil. An instinct driven by its inherited memories, I believe. It seeks to protect that which is so strongly associated with the Archbishop. In all likelihood, it was this self-same motive that compelled it to come to the Holy See. From the skies above, it keeps watch over the Holy Vault. When next it descends, we shall exploit this instinct by using the secret weapon to lure it to the chancel. What exactly is the secret weapon? 'Tis none other than the Fury's Grace, the holy crozier of the Archbishop. Suspecting that that Bishop Vartano had received it from Azizla, I had Deacon Clem search his private quarters. My suspicions proved correct. With the crozier in hand, I shall make an irresistible bait for profane Fafnir. Huh? My lord, that is an unconscionable risk. There is no telling how the blasphemy will react. Indeed, but we can be confident that I will command his undivided attention, thus ensuring that no more of our citizens are placed in harm's way. If the heavens ward are the Archbishop's shield, then the Temple Knights are the people's. As a leader of the order, that risk is mine to bear. Oh, there's my brother. Just give me a second. Just gonna wait until he's done vrooming. Also, snacky. Muddy Buddies. Do you guys like Muddy Buddies? I actually enjoyed the Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. Peanut butter and chocolate. Very yummy. It yummy. Okay, my brother's leaving. All the Knights of the Heavens Ward fell in as his law. As a vessel for the memories, Vane may be considered the last of their numbers. Let us go, then, and relieve him of his, nay, their duty. All right. Let us see to our preparations and proceed to the vault. We finish this once and for all. Alrighty. Time to go back to the vault where everything happened. I wish that I was using freaking Paladin. Let me use my shield. I was literally just here the other day. It's the funniest thing too. Alright. Hello. I am here. If you are ready, then let us set forth. You need but say the word. Oh, look. Not, I'm seeing the shield. I'm gonna scream. The beast has come. Now is our chance. Seeing the shield on his back, I cry. Ah, yep. Yep, I was right. Holy shit, Emmerich. This is risky. This is so risky. Make ready. To me, my knights! Blasphemy. Profane Fafnir. Goodness. He is so aura farming. Is crazy. For the glory of King Thordan. Alright. No, you are not he. A trick! It is a trick! Forgive me, Sir Vane, but for the sake of all Ishgardians, we must strike you down. Archbishop no longer rules Ishgard. People shape our nation's fate now. My divine flames, I shall consume you! For the fury, this is Sir Chartano's magic. Have care!
You underestimate me.
In the name of Ishgard, we will free you from your torment. Your reckoning has come! Quickly, take one each!
Do not underestimate me!
Seeing our turtle's fighting capabilities is very interesting. Stay on your guard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah! You know, very surprised that I didn't just straight up die here. Oh! Oh, I adore him so much. Lady, this way!
We must stand our ground!
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
You underestimate me.
Wait up. The time has come to call upon the true power of the Heaven's Ward. Squintil, quickly take cover! Shield! Heaven's Ward. The attack was literally named Heaven's Ward. Oh my god. Come on, come back down. Okay, maybe not like that. Seeing them fight is so nice. I'm gonna be so real with you. This does make me very happy to see this fight. Damage up. Heaven's Flame.
This knight does not yield.
His Eminence will return. His Eminence! And done. Let's go. Finally, it's over. Also, hi, Missa. I hope you're doing good, lovely. Yeah, the irony of their memory becoming a dragon is not like gone away. Very, very nice. Finally, it's over. Thus ends the tale of the Heavens Ward. Let it not be forgotten. 'Twas wrong of them to conceal the truth of our nation's founding, to abate the Archbishop in his machinations. Yet, in peering into their hearts, one thing became clear. They too had succumbed to primal manipulation. They too were victims, flawed men, aye, and not without sin, but Ishgardians brave and true, as we all aspire to be. Having triumphed in the battles of ideals, I have a responsibility to all our people. Their hopes and dreams, their sorrows and sufferings are mine to bear, and bear them I shall. For had you not vanquished King Thordan, or had I erred in but one of my choices, I may well have become the first to succumb to despair, to be reborn a blasphemy. You wouldn't have turned, not you, a ridiculous notion. I am more like to become a beast than you. You wouldn't have turned, not you. Thank you, my friend, for having such confidence in me. My apologies. 'Twas not mine intent to wax sentimentals. Our work here is done. Let us return to the congregation. Something, something, something. A lizard girl, her brother-in-law, and the guy that has a crush on her walk into a bar. Walk into a congregation. It's not been a fun time. It's them just crying over the loss of their friend. Smiles. Always going back to the forgotten night. Alright. Heading to the strategy room. Get in. Alright. Amarek, you feeling better? There are some words I would say, but I can wait until Lord Artorial and Declan Clem have spoken theirs. Lady, permit me to offer my gratitude for helping us to overcome not only the blasphemy, but the despair which spawned it. But this is only the beginning. On the face of it, we may have made tremendous strides in breaking down ancient barriers within our society, but there yet remains great rifts to be bridged. 'Tis no easy thing to rise above a lifetime of preconceptions and prejudice. I myself have struggled to do so, as you must know. But I shan't give up. On the honor of my house, I will do everything in my power to build a new Ishgard, one in which all people can see eye to eye, regardless of birth and station. I'm proud of you. Now then, I believe the Deccan has some words for you too. Pray lend him an ear. Much as I appreciate our conversations, I think the Deccan is deserving of your attention as well.
We need to have more conversations, genuinely.
My lady, may I say how glad I am that you are safe and well. Just before you arrived, Lord Amaric explained to me the true nature of the man who became the blasphemy. The poor, confused creature was born of the Church's mistakes, and on behalf of the clergy, I give you my heartfelt thanks for laying it to rest. As we work to reform our institutions and rebuild our relationships with the people, we will remember and pray for all those who have fallen in service to the faith. And we shall forever pray for you as well. Wheresoever your path may lead, may the Fury ever watch over and keep you. I shall leave it at that then. Lord Amaric too wishes to speak, and would not do to keep him waiting. Lord Amaric has kept silent all this time, but he also has his thoughts to share.
Very funny.
Lady, Lord Artorial, I thank you for the vital roles you played in ridding us of profane Fafnir. No need to thank me. As ever, the sight of you in combat was nothing short of inspiring. You know I'm strong. Without no further reported incidences of people turning, the blasphemy itself no more, I should like to believe we are free of the scourge of despair. My brethren and I shall labor to see that it ever remains so by fighting to dispel the darkness in men's hearts. And I shall fight with you, not only as the Speaker of the House of Lords, or the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, but as a man of faith, and in our God and in our people. Together, let us strive to fill our nation with hope. Of course. It's our nation. Lady, by now you will be sick unto death of being thanked, but I must nonetheless express an additional word of gratitude. Full oft have you saved our nation, our people. I speak not only of our lives, but our hearts and minds as well. You have given us a great gift, that of opportunity and choice, and if we are to repay you for it, we as a nation must take full advantage of our freedom to dictate a new course forward into a brighter future. What forward means, we may not always agree upon, but as fellow Ishgardians, we shall find a way to rise above our differences and stand united. That is the nation that I will strive to build. This I swear to you. I look forward to it. Lady, given all that you have done for us, I am loath to impose further, but may I trouble you to bear word of our success to our officer in Radat Han. We will of course be sending a report, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. Our allies would benefit from the additional details you can provide as well. Our thanks again, my friend, and may the Fury speed your way. Alright, thanks, brother-in-law. Please say hi to Dad for me. Fare thee well, sister.
Bye, Amaric.
Again, I will always emphasize, I love Ishgard. I love Ishgardian story. I love our boys. To me, like, even when I am continuously tongue-tied because I goddamn hate the freaking language of the Elasian. Or not Elasian. I keep saying Elasian. Elazin. I do love this story. I love the story dearly. So, very happy, very happy. Alrighty. Let's just proceed. Not there, but over here. I don't know. I don't know what, I would say. I don't know what I would say is my favorite story. I'm trying to think, but I really don't know what would be my favorite story. I mean, like, the only reason this would even remotely be high is because I just love Ishgard. Nothing will convince me that any more time with like some of my favorite NPCs will equal a bad time. It's not. It wasn't. Right? But I don't know. I will have to think on each of the role quests a little bit more later for me to tell which one was my favorite and which one was my least favorite. Ah, my lady, by your return, dare I hope that the hunt for the blasphemy was a success. Everything's taken care of, yes. Now that you would vanquish the beast comes a little surprise, but that this occasion would serve as an impetus for the church to embark upon a path of reform is incredible. I will share these joyous tidings with our allies without delay. If I may speak candidly, I must confess to being a great admirer of yours. When you have a moment, I should like to hear about some of your adventures, if you would do me the honor. For the present, however, in my official capacity as the Ishgardian delegate, I offer you my humblest thanks for your immeasurable service to our nation. Oh. Alrighty. That is everything. More than fear. 5 points. When you have a moment, I am ever eager to hear about your adventures. Why can't I speak about my adventures? Weh. Alrighty. That is everything for the role quests. Yes? So that's everything for the role quests. As far as I see, the only thing I could possibly do is I have to, like, now that I have completed this, I could continue, or sorry, the only things I could continue regarding role quests would be after Endwalker. So I would have to finish Endwalker for that. Now, the better statement. There is... What am I at? A bold decision. So let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's about 15... I don't know what the I'm gonna be so real with you. I just blanked for a second. What the fuck was those quest names for a second? Okay, I'm gonna ignore it. I did not see anything. Nope. I have about 15 quest lines. Knowing it, I should count it as if it's closer to 20 to 30 quest lines. Okay? I know what I said. Me puts my hand up for a second. I know what I said. Okay? I'm gonna change it. I think that I'm gonna give a little bit more time. And I know that some of you guys are gonna really fucking hate me for what I'm about to say. And I'm gonna be real with you. I know I'm gonna hate me too for what I'm about to say. But I think this is better. I'm going to save these last 15 quests that I have. I have 15 more quests. I am going to save this for next week. I'm not even gonna save this for tomorrow. I'm going to save this for next week. The reason why, tomorrow I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm going to just genuinely be exhausted after the summer games fest, right? Not to mention, it might be a 3-hour event. It could be a 1-hour event. It could be a 3-hour event. I have no idea, but knowing past the event, it could be 2 to 3 hours is what I would think. The second thing is because if I do it now, right, I'm already 3 hours into stream. I would essentially be rushing through maybe what would arguably be about 8 quests. I would have to push through 8 quest lines roughly right now, and that would be the only way I can do it. And then I would have to finish the last remaining 7 quest lines tomorrow, or what is it? Yeah, 7 quest lines tomorrow. And so that I'm not going to be dealing with this problem where I am going through the weekend without finishing this story, right? So even if you do the first 3 now, pushing through all the rest tomorrow would be hard, and it'd be a big push to get to the second stopping point. Yeah, so I think god damn, who's buying aquariums? Can you buy more? Smiles. Me going over to my aquariums real quick so that I can change the prices for some of them. Smiles. Summoning bell. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Vitally important. I think it's here, right? Did I put them here? Yes, I did. Smiles. Smiles.
not gonna do that much of a difference, but... Hey, listen. Listen, I'm selling them. And that's what matters to me. Okay, so here's the other thing, right? If I were to not finish today and tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to be in agony this entire weekend. And then I'm gonna be streaming this on Monday, where it's gonna be I'm gonna end it on Monday. It's gonna be a little bit atrocious. I think, especially because I have not given notice. This is the other thing. I kind of don't know how I feel regarding the fact that I have not given notice to the fact that I'm ending Endwalker tomorrow, right? I didn't think that I was going to be ending Endwalker tomorrow. I wasn't even considering that because we've been doing roll calls for a hot minute. To be fair, that's entirely, again, my fault, my computer issue, my energy being really bad, etc., right? I'm like, okay, first off, depending on what happens, if I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow, I'm fucked. But the fact that, like, I wasn't really expecting that I was gonna get to the point where I would be finishing Endwalker this week or in 2 more sessions is pushing it a little, right? So I think what will be better, especially because, again, people want to see the end of Endwalker. Some people want to be in a part of the end of Endwalker, etc. So I'm kind of putting a leniency of, like, yeah, I know that there's gonna be people who want to do the final trial. I know that there's gonna be people who want to do the final dungeon and trial is a huge thing, right? I'm not giving a lot of notice that it's gonna happen tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think we're going to prepare and plan for it to be a next week thing. Will it be Monday, Tuesday? It will probably be Monday, Tuesday, as a note. Or it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, but realistically, I will end it on Tuesday. And if I need more days, I will end it on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be the plan. That is our priority where we are able to. So I think that would be our best bet. I think the best bet is that I just don't rush these 15 quests. Not to mention, I have an entire zone I haven't explored. So there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna happen. Not to mention story, not to mention cutscene, not to mention if people raid in or anything of the like. There's gonna be a huge amount of things that are gonna happen. So what I think is gonna be best is we're gonna leave it for next week. The problem that I just remembered right this second. According to what I've heard in the grapevine, then a Nintendo Direct is going to be on Tuesday. If it is going to be on Tuesday, it's going to be super early morning, which means I'm probably not going to do train, just as an emphasis. But if it is on Tuesday, I will have to be considered about that scheduling, okay? But otherwise, I think I'll be fine. Genuinely, I think I'll be fine. I think that would be our best bet. Instead of me doing ending on Endwalker today and tomorrow and not giving people who wanted to come to the final quest lines and everything a time or like an actual like argument, we're going to do it next week. What I'm going to also say is, in case we crash, if we crash today, if we crash tomorrow, it's gonna fuck us over because it's gonna be like, oh, we crashed tomorrow, we're not gonna start it again next week, or we're not gonna start it again the next day. We're gonna be waiting for 3 days from now. So like, you know, we're giving us a little bit of a buffer. I think what's gonna happen is the entirety of next week is going to be dedicated to us ending Endwalker. Doing anything that we need to do in order to wrap up Endwalker, as well as the fact that we are going to just relax a little bit. We genuinely may just go, like, you know, we may genuinely just fall over. Tuesday is Destiny Day? Well, what can I do? What? I'm not... do you want me to wait until next Wednesday, Friday? That's not gonna happen. So we're doing it Tuesday. I'm sorry. That is the case. If it pushes, maybe we'll do the dungeon on Wednesday. Like, if we are, like, so far into the game. I doubt it. I really don't think it's gonna be... I don't think it's gonna be longer than 1 to 2 days. Right? So it could finish on Monday. It could finish on Tuesday. I don't know. But we're definitely going to push it a little bit. You know what I mean? Thumb up, thumb up. Also, if you're are you on the priority list? Did you join us for the last trial / dungeon? If it's a no, then you would be on priority. Did you get in for the 87 dungeon / trial? I do not remember anything that happened before the start of this week. This is the reason why we have that schedule bot, by the way, because the schedule bot is very helpful. Not. No, you got this. It is your day, your plan, your day. But I'm complaining on the Nintendo thing. What do you mean you're complaining on the Nintendo thing? 89. Holy, listen.
we're silly goofy, you know? It is definitely the best time to TYT? What does TYT mean? I really don't remember anything. Dude, do not worry. Everything is bleh. The direct having a chance to happen on Destiny Day feels ass. Take your time. I don't know. Like, okay, so some people were saying it's happening on the 9th. But also, by the way, can you imagine if they say that, hey, Destiny 2/Destiny 3 is coming out on the Switch? Can you just imagine if that was the case? Like I said, I'm just hearing it through a grapevine that it is a possibility that it will be on the 9th. It could genuinely also be on the 10th. They might be like, yo, it's Destiny Day. We're not going to do this on Destiny Day. Or, like, you know, and push it off to the side. We don't actually know. I don't know for sure, right? I'm just hearing it from, like, minor details. I'm just hearing it from minor details. Would you like a new minion? What minion? Because I might have it. You know, remember, I may have the minion. So what's the new minion? Unless it's a brand new minion, in which case, like, it just came out this patch. In which case, I would not have it. I think there's like a goat. I think that got added this patch. But yes, nod. Brand new, I would not mind it. I would love it. But yeah, I think that's the best case. I was thinking on it. While we were going through this. I'm like, I think it would be better for me to not push and force myself for it. I think what I may do, what I will hopefully try to do, is I will do it for one stream. I would like for us to do it entirely in one stream. But knowing my energy and knowing what's going on, again, with, like, you know, streams, the recordings, etc., it might not be the case. But I think that if I just literally sit down and do the entirety of Endwalker in 6 hours for one stream, it could happen. We're just gonna have to see, because obviously I could be yapping, I could get raided, we can be talking with the community, etc. We don't know, right? But I think that it will be our better bet, okay? I know that some people will not be happy with the fact that they're waiting again a lot longer, but I think it will be better in the long run because we will not be so stressed, and also especially we are not going to be continuously, to a large degree, we are not going to be rushing it. And that's, to me, that's better, right? By the way, I do genuinely, I'm trying to think, actually, let me, hold on. Let me look at what the role quests are. Let me remind myself what the role quests are. So, I think my favorite of all time, I think my favorite one was Healer, Magical Range DPS, Melee DPS, Tank, Physical Range DPS. I think that's my order, by the way. I think that is genuinely my order. I think it goes Healer, Magical Ranged, Melee DPS, Tank, and then Physical Range DPS. I think that's genuinely my... I think that would be my thought process. Hello, Miles! Greet. I don't know if I could do it. That's so cute! Wait, they got a little mini? They got a minion for it? Can move huge loads a little at a time. That's so cute! Wait, I didn't know that they put this as a minion! Wait, they made that as a minion? Wait, that's so cute! Dude, I love the little Tonka. Well, listen, I love the big Tonka truck. This is funnier. Oh, did I already got this? Anyways, where's Tonka truck? Where's Tonka? Add to favorites. Summon him. Oh my god! Listen, I'm not even like a truck girly, right? I'm not a person who played with like a lot of like toy cars or anything when I was growing up. But that's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Give a little pet. Congratulations. You are now friend. I love that. Very cute. I bet a Lala could fit in that. I also bet a Lala could fit in that. That would be funny. I bet Sunshine could fit in that. Mom, no, 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 no. Also, I don't think I remember the model suit at all. That's fun. By the way, chat, Smiles, I have a question for you. This is gonna be a little yap for a second, and I want an answer for this. Once I'm done with Endwalker, is there anything in particular you would want me to do immediately? I'm not talking about post Endwalker content. I'm not talking about post Endwalker content. That's obviously a different thing. Hildy gets activated? Wait, Hildy comes back in Endwalker? I thought Hildy comes back in Dawntrail. Raids? No. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this right now. Nothing for post Endwalker content is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about raids. I'm not talking about the Alliance. I'm not talking about the trials. I'm not talking about MSQ. I'm not talking about anything that is like obviously, oh, of course I'm going to do trials. I'm going to do raids. I'm going to do Alliance raid. I'm going to do MSQ. Of course that is, right? I'm wondering if there's anything optional, quote unquote, a certain dungeon or like an extreme or like you know, anything of the like, that kind of thing. Hildy, okay, Hildy is post Endwalker. Okay. I did not know that Hildy comes into post Endwalker. Then that will be good. That would be a fun time to do. I'll have to see. I'm gonna be so real with you, Chief. Hildebrand is so nice, but Hildebrand has the same problem I have with job quests or like role quests like this, right? It's a lot of me just talking back and forth and less me doing anything that is meaningful, right? Hildy is nice. I get very, very exhausted, like fatigue exhausted from it. It is bad. Could do base Endwalker extreme trials. That would be cool to tackle. There are a couple of side dungeons. Okay. Is there anything that you guys are like super duper Oka has to do this is what I mean, right? I know like Island Sanctuary. Do you guys want to see me do the start of Island Sanctuary, or can I do that off stream? Right? I don't know when that comes up, by the way. I don't know if that's I unlock it in I'm assuming I unlock that. Like, I assume that I unlock Island Sanctuary by doing post Endwalker MSQ. But like, you know, do you want me to do Island Sanctuary on stream? Do you guys want me to, like, these are like the little things I'm kind of just like, I have no idea whatsoever what is desired. We'll figure that out later. And I would like to turn all of these statements, complaints, and any suggestions, I would like for you guys to bring all of that over to Dusk, who is currently going to be making my post Endwalker content sheet. That which I will have to tell him he needs to make it done by next week. Smiles. I don't know if I'm gonna do post Endwalker immediately after Endwalker. I might give it like a day or two just to kind of breathe, depending on how much time I have been allotted to digesting Endwalker, but we'll see. Okay? I think that makes the most sense. I think that is the most logical thing we can do, right? I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun and fine, very specifically. Okay? Alright, not the second to last day. This will be, technically speaking, the third to last day if we really want to count it like that. But chances are we'll have a silly goofy time. Okay? You scared the shit out of me with those bubbles. I actually I just thought that something happened on my monitor and then like someone was controlling my what's it called? I thought someone was controlling my OBS or something. Okay, I have someone who we can raid into. I'm praying they are not going to raid into me. Oh, perfect. They are still working. Holy shit, Shizu. Okay, we're gonna go give you guys over to Shizu. I love Shizu so much. Please go give them the love and kindness. They are a French streamer, by the way. Just keep this in mind. So they do speak English, but they do normally have everything in French, just to keep that in emphasis. They also have follower and subscribable only chat, so just keep that in mind as well. They are absolutely sweet, wonderful, kind. They are working on a massive project known as LadyOka Resurgence. Sorry, my brain always like rots over what they are is. I'm a little silly goofy. They are the creator of Code LadyOka Resurgence. If you know Code LadyOka, it is a lovely, lovely series that came out in the early 2000s. It's also a French animation series. I love it to bits, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good old fun time with that. You guys go give lots of love over to her. I love Shizu so much. They are wonderful, and they are currently working on either, let's see, they look like they are probably either working on the trailer or the music. They're working on video editing, so I don't know if they're working on the music video or if they're working just on another trailer. But go give them some love, kindness, and appreciation. I really do appreciate you guys immensely. Thank you so much for being there. Also, by the way, as I know, they do play Final Fantasy XIV. They are a dancer main on Final Fantasy XIV, so go give them some kindness and appreciation, okay? Thank you. Also, hi, Spooky. I know we're ending early. I apologize, but please go give them lots of love and kindness and appreciation, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And then I don't know what we're gonna do after tomorrow. We might do some, like, maybe maps, maybe Eureka, maybe Baja. We'll see what happens. Anyways, bye-bye!